Hello YouTube, I am the Gaming Pegasus 187, and welcome to Side Scroller Sunday, episode 20, I think. So here it is, the playthrough of my favorite game of all time, Super Mario Bros. 3. Super Mario All-Stars version, but still the same game I could play with my eyes closed and both arms tied behind my back. Anyway, the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view just got over here about 45 minutes ago, and it didn't suck. That's what I was very afraid of, that outside of, two matches I was looking forward to, which were, Cena, or no, not fucking Cena, goddamn. By the way, Cena wins, LOL. Did you expect anything else? And by the transitive property of his dick, Nikki wins, LOL. Which means Brie Bella has to be Nikki's personal servant, which means another month of god-awful Bella segments. Fuck me. Which started on the pay-per-view. I will get into that. So, and the other match I was looking forward to was Cesaro and Ziggler. Sheamus and Miz had a really good match, very entertaining comedy match. I'll get into that. Tag titles, nothing out of the ordinary. I don't know what I'm just done. They should have put the belts on the Wyatt family when they had the chance, but they didn't, because WWE doesn't know what the fuck they're doing half the time. Anyway, AJ wins, of course, doesn't shock me. Nothing really exciting happened until the finish. Shows, your basic. It was a good match. It was a good match, though, but until they end up brawling on the outside, AJ trips Paige off of the barricade, and I guess Paige and Alicia Fox were friends, and I say were because you'll see what I mean. Basically, ends up slamming her onto the floor. AJ gets back in the ring. Alicia Fox throws Paige back in the ring, who then gets locked in the Black Widow and then taps out. And then Paige slaps Alicia. Yeah. So, the only other thing I can really say about, the going back to the fucking Nikki Brie match, is that Brie's new music says Brie mode. Yes. How I don't care. I mean, there's nothing they can do to make me give a shit about Total Divas, even though Paige is going to be on it. I still don't give a fuck. I never will. But before I get into the matches I want to talk about, it's been a really weird last couple of days. Actually, it's been a good last couple of days. Allow me to explain. On Friday, I woke up. I went to a job interview. Ended up getting the job. Bonus. I come home. I sit down. I turn my computer on. I'm chilling out. I'm loading stuff up. I actually have my phone plugged in. I'm getting ready. I'm sitting down eating. And I see a wonderful little bit of news that just made me smile. TLC, the Thoroughly Loving Children channel. I know it's the learning channel, but what do you really learn on TLC? Other than the fact that they love pedophilic shows. Toddlers and Tiaras, your one and only example that you need. That TLC has cancelled Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. And as you can imagine, I was ecstatic. Because I hate this show. I hate everything about it. I hate the people on it. I hate the people involved making it. I hate the people who greenlighted it. I hate every single thing about it. And now it's been canceled, and they have a 5th season completely in the can that may never see the light of day, which is hilarious. And oh no, it's not because it's god-awful shit. I mean, they claim, first of all, it's reality TV. It's not reality TV. It's a bunch of fucking morons doing stupid things for other stupid people to watch. And by the way, that is the ugliest family I've ever seen in my life, too. Period. Bar none. That mother is a big, fat tub of lard. In fact, Honey Boob was probably the ugliest kid I've ever seen in my life. And I do not feel guilty insulting a 6-year-old little girl. I don't care. Anyone involved in that show just needs to fuck off in the traffic in front of a speeding semi. But the reason they canceled it is because the fat tub of lard mother is in a relationship with a convicted pedophile. Yes. Apparently, a guy she used to date years ago who molested her daughter, who served 10 years in prison, she's seeing. Okay. It just makes me even happier this show was canceled. This bitch was sneaking off during filming to see this scumbag. This guy raped her daughter, who's I believe is now 20 and has a husband and a kid. We know this because she just came out and said I was the one that was molested. Oh my god. If there was any fucking justice in the world, this bitch will go to jail for child endangerment. Period. This guy shouldn't even be around kids. No wonder she has to sneak off and meet him in a fucking hotel room. Fuck everyone involved in that show. At least TLC finally had a fucking brain and pulled it, only because these allegations started coming out that she was dating a child molester. It was originally said that the guy had molested a relative of hers. And then we find out it was her own daughter. So how much of a fucking load of shit do you have to be to get romantically involved with the man that molested your daughter? Your parental rights should be immediately stripped. You should never be allowed to see your kids again. Period. And any money you made from that show should go to charities that help abused kids. The fact that show lasts as long as it did is fucking mind-boggling. I had to get that rant out of the way. Saturday. More wonderful news. I go in, I donate plasma twice a week. I go into Smith's, which is I had worked here at this grocery store for almost a year and a half. So I go in. I usually go in, I'll get, something, and I'll cash out the rest of the money off the debit card, so I have the cash. Well, I decide I'm going to go in, and I need to get another phone, some irrelevant information there, kind of a financial situation, but they had this, Net 10, cheap phones, keyboard phones that I like to have because I can't text on a fucking number pad to save my life. That were $10, so I figured, I'm just gonna get the phone. I'll get the, the service card thing later. So I go up to the service desk to, pay for the phone, and the clerk there says, "You have a check here." Okay. So I'm trying to think, what the hell was this check? I thought I had all my paychecks. Turns out it was from all my vacation time I never used. So I got paid for all that. It's a pretty sizable check. So I'm like, hell yes. So more money in my pocket. I got another job. Life is good. So then we get to today. I've been playing a lot of WWE Supercard. People's Champion Challenge is rolling. Ambrose versus Rollins. In fact, the big Ambrose Rollins prize cards look just fucking badass. And I'm just playing and, you know, racking them up. And I've actually started another King of the Ring. I got my Pro Christian card that I'm going to start, you know, ranking up as I'm playing. And yeah. So we get to the pay-per-view. I'm sitting back. I'm just relaxing. And Cesaro versus Ziggler opens the show. It's 2 out of 3 falls. Ziggler wins in 2 falls. Like, okay, that is weird. But then I remembered, because somebody had tweeted this, that Cesaro had said that everyone is sick of seeing Cena versus Orton. So, because... which is true. No one wants to see fucking John Cena versus Randy Orton anymore. At all. No more. By the way, Cena wins LOL, which means he gets to face Brock Lesnar for the title. Which I can only hope to God that Cena gets suplexed 32 times. F5'd 4 times. And just gets completely conquered again. Period. Or better yet, you gotta make it some kind of stipulation. You've already done 2 regular matches. You gotta do so. You gotta make it an Extreme Rules street fight and just have Lesnar destroy this motherfucker. Period. No bullshit outside interference. You have to have Lesnar win clean. I think what they fucking did. The reason we got the bullshit DQ finish is because, Godfrey, you know they can't let Cena lose clean 2 pay-per-views in a row. Because this is what they're saying. They're gonna do the #1 contenders match in the cell, and then, you know, Cena can get his win, and then he can go on to lose to Lesnar. I still don't know what, you know, harm it would have done to Cena to lose clean 2 straight pay-per-views, but he's John Cena, motherfuckers. Arrive, kick out at 2, leave. That's what he does. So Sheamus versus Miz for the US title. Sheamus wins. You've got Miz coming out with his stunt double, Damien Mizdow. This Mizdow is again more over than the Miz. They were chanting, "We want Mizdow." They were chanting for the stunt double. Who is, as Miz is doing things in the ring, he's acting them out outside. It is hilarious. I'm already laughing. And then we get to the end. Sheamus wins. Big bro kick. 1, 2, 3. Sheamus retains. So Mizdow gets in the ring and is lying down. Sheamus pulls Miz's arm up. All of a sudden, Mizdow's arm comes up, and he starts fucking with him, and it's like, arm up, arm down, arm up, down, arm up, arm down. It just gets better. He picks Miz up, starts shaking him around. You see Mizdow acting it out, and then he starts making Miz do the YMCA. They cut to JBL, who's doing it at the announce table. I'm tearing up laughing because this is the funniest shit I've seen in a long time. You see, comedy can be done right in wrestling. And do I need to remind you how much of a bomb Kathy Lee and Hoda was? That was supposed to be a comedy segment. That wasn't funny. It made people want to put a gun in their mouths and pull the trigger. It was that bad. It was by far the worst segment in Monday Night Raw history. I am saying that. I am dead serious. You out-sucked Katie Vick. You managed to out-suck Katie Vick. Phrasing. Yeah, poor choice of words. God, I love shoehorning that Archer quote. By the way, anyone, I don't know if it's even up yet, but we did it was me, Cole, Annoying Navi, Pokemon ZRPG, and Chrono League 9. We did a reaction video to the Smash Bros. Wii U Direct. And I managed to squeeze in 4 different Archer references. Quite proud of that. So, yeah. Ms. Dow, fucking hilarious. Of course, Sheamus ends it with another bro kick, and... oh my god, at least they're doing something good with Sandow. After, you know, him having the Money in the Bank last year. Only to try and cash in on Cena and lose. Oh my god. Why? I mean, just why? Just fucking why? Cena wins, LOL, and successfully buried Sandow for the foreseeable future. So, yeah. I mean, only other thing I could, Rusev and Big Show. Rusev wins, no surprise. But then we get to the main event. Oh, how I was looking forward to this. So, we had Dean Ambrose taking on Seth Rollins inside Hell in a Cell. And this match did not disappoint. Oh my god, this was so exciting. I mean, oh my... So, Ambrose comes out first, starts throwing chairs in the ring, he's got a fucking kendo stick, he ends up climbing to the top of the cell. Michael Cole idiotically says, I don't remember anyone ever starting the match on top of the cell. The Undertaker and Mick Foley are simultaneously face-palming at that moment. So then Rollins comes out with the New Age Stooges. Road Dogg, Joey Mercury, and badass Jamie Noble. He doesn't. Go up there, get him. So they start climbing the cell. They go up there, and they're in suits. They're in dress shoes. I'm already nervous because I'm scared one of these guys are gonna fucking fall because they're not wearing decent footwear. They get up there, they start getting caned and beat up. Rollins comes up, they start brawling on top of the cell. I mean, it's just like, oh man, they're starting this thing on top of the fucking cell. I was worried they were gonna restrict him so bad that it was gonna just hurt the match. Oh, they let it flip flop and fly, baby. They end up taking a half Foley, is I guess what we could call it, because they both took a bump off the top or the halfway up the cell through the announce tables. They put him on stretchers. They start carrying him out. Ambrose gets off. He runs around. He gets to Rollins. He pulls him. He shoves him off the stretcher. Throws him in the cell. Closes the door. Like, lock it, lock it. And then the match starts. And this is already, I would say, 5-10 minutes in to this whole segment from when they started on top of the thing. It gets better. They start beating the shit out of each other. It's fucking glorious. Brutal chair shots. Couple of tables were broken. I mean, this was a fight. At one point, Corporate Kane blasted Ambrose with a fire extinguisher, blinding him so Rollins could powerbomb him through a table that was laying up against the cell. And then we get to the finish. After an elbow drop off the top rope, Ambrose to Rollins, through a table that's propped up on the apron. I'm watching this. I'm like, I think we have a match of the year candidate right fucking here. This is amazing. And then Ambrose pulls out the cinder blocks, which is what put him out originally, which Ambrose went off to do a movie, so obviously to explain why he was going to be gone, they did the curb stomp through the cinder blocks. He pulls them out. He's about ready to fucking... I mean, this was after Ambrose comes in, he blasts him with the rebound clothesline to his, and grabs a briefcase, hits Rollins over the head with it. All of a sudden, he sets up Rollins to curb stomp him through the cinder blocks. I was like, oh man, this is gonna be poetic justice. The obvious, outcome would it, curb stomp, 1, 2, 3, Ambrose wins. Then the lights go out. There's nothing going on. all of a sudden, this lantern shows up in the middle of the ring. There's smoke spewing from the fucking bottom of the ring. There's a hooded figure, like a hologram, in the fucking smoke. And you can see fans already have, they can see they already have their cell phones out. I'm like, what the hell? Like, oh shit. And it's like, I just been thinking right before this. Bray Wyatt hasn't been a part of a couple pay-per-views. And then all of a sudden, here he comes. He attacks Rollins. Ambrose. Fans start singing. He's got the whole world in his hands. He comes in. He hands Rollins the match. I'm thinking, yes. Now we get a Bray Wyatt Dean Ambrose feud. Yes. Oh my god, the promos are gonna be. Oh, I can't fucking wait. Yeah, okay, now to fucking relax. All in all, good pay-per-view. God damn. I'll give WWE credit. They did not hand it, pull the reins in on that Hell in a Cell match. And you see why I wasn't looking forward to Cena vs. Orton number 3,642. There was no creativity in that match. It was the same old standard. All of a sudden, 5 moves of doom, random kickouts, RKO out of nowhere, yada yada yada. All of a sudden, F you through a table, like nothing creative. They've done this match to death. No more Cena versus Orton. And no more after this. No more. No more. But then you go to Rollins and Ambrose, and they fucking ran with this. They put on easily the best Hell in a Cell match in the last 5 years. That was the best Hell in a Cell match in the last 5 years. Arguably the best one of the PG era. Anyway, I'm gonna cut it off there. I'm just glad I didn't ramble on for an hour like I did at SummerSlam, so. Anyway, the Super Mario Bros. 3 playthrough will continue next week. Pegasus, out.